What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I am Joseph Brown, Mia Male Intimacy Coach for Mia Wellness Center. And today, this is Ageless Intimacy, and this is
Dr. Mia, your B3 specialist and board certified gynecologist at Me Bella Wellness Center, where we offer wonderful services for both men and women to live well, age well, and experience everlasting intimacy. And we want to give a shout out to the educators.
Everybody going back to school.
Going back to school
this
we
week.
want to make sure that y'all know how much we appreciate your service.
Yes.
We have some specials for our educators and those who work in the educational system.
We don't have them yet, but we will have some services for specials for our educators.
We got them.
But thank you to all educators, and we pray for you guys, and also pray for your students as well. Hope they take in all the great knowledge that you guys are giving them, and we hope that you guys have a very safe and productive year. Mm-hmm. And we also hope you get a pay raise. Mm-hmm. For doing what you do.
Right. We do appreciate your service.
We do appreciate the educators. We really appreciate educators 1,000% because they help us a lot. So today we're talking about balanced work and personal life strategies for educators to avoid burnout. And we understand that 9 months is a long time to have to deal with other people's children for 8 hours of the day. Mm-hmm. And we do understand that some people are actively involved in their children's education and some people are not. So it can be challenging for you. But we want to talk about some of the things that we see on our side of our business that help the educators that we service. Mm-hmm. And we're really proud to service the educators that come through our office. So Doc, let me ask you, mm-hmm. We really appreciate the educators. What are some of the things that educators can do to balance their work and personal life, or at least not balance it, but at least help them through the daily challenges and the daily, positives that happen on a day-to-day basis, Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturday.
Mm-hmm. To avoid burnout.
Yeah, to avoid the burnout. So
first of all, I would say getting plenty of rest. So, having a healthy sleep environment, making sure if you're snoring a lot or waking up in the middle of the night a lot, that you're getting your sleep study done. If they recommend that you use a CPAP, to make sure you use the CPAP. If you try one and you don't like it, then, letting the doctor know so that they can give you some other options. Because if you're not resting, then the next day you are going to be tired and irritable, and it's going to be difficult for you to focus. So I would say first, a healthy sleep environment, turning all the lights off, turning all the electronics off, mm-hmm. closing all the doors to the room, trying to go to bed around the same mm-hmm. time every night, trying to do something relaxing and before you go to bed. I think exercise plays a huge role in being able to rest well as to help with fatigue, as well to help as helping with the brain function and the focus and the memory. And then, of course, eating a healthy diet. So making sure when you wake up in the morning, you get that breakfast in and try to create a habit of exercising on a regular basis. Find 20 to 35 minutes a day where you can get some good exercise in that includes cardio and resistance training. Those would be a few of the tips that I would recommend.
All right. So with those tips, and you said exercise and eating healthy. I'm going to go back to the first thing you said was, addressing any issues with sleep. Mm-hmm. So that would mean, going to see your doctor on a regular basis.
Correct. Right? So doing your preventions and your screenings. Mm-hmm. So for women, making sure you're going to the gynecologist and getting your annual exam, whether that includes a pap smear or not. Making sure you're going to your primary care doctor and getting your annual screenings, because you should still be getting your blood pressure checked, your cholesterol check, your diabetes numbers. We want to make sure you're getting all the screenings like your mammograms, your prostate exams, your colonoscopies, your pap smears, bone density scans. So all of those things that you just need for your prevention and screening and to recognize problems at an early stage so that they can be fixed before they progress into something terrible.
Right. So
definitely screening, going to the doctor, doing the things you're supposed to do to maintain your health.
So in the summertime, you should be getting, if you don't have time during the school in the summertime, you most definitely should be getting your appointments in to see your doctor.
Right.
Sleep study, that's a all night thing, and it could, 8-hour thing. So that'll take you away from your home. So,
but sometimes you can do them at the home now. Now they have them where you could do it virtually, and they monitor you from a distance. Yeah, so they have the at-home test. So that takes away a lot of the excuse of people not being able to do it because they can't sleep away from home.
No, I can sleep wherever, so it don't matter to me. But
right.
but I think that, to me, that would be distracting because I wouldn't get because I am at home, I still wouldn't probably, sleep the way they would want me to sleep. But anyway, so
and then eating regular and frequent meals. So I know with teachers, they get so busy, so they may get breakfast in, but a lot of people don't eat breakfast, so they don't eat breakfast, and then they wait until it's lunchtime at the school, and that's the first time they eat, and they don't eat again until dinner.
Yeah, I was about to touch on that because we were talking about the screenings, and in the summer, making sure you get any tests you need done, surgeries and stuff like that. You need to take care of. I was going to talk to you about the eating habits, though. So I know, breakfast, teachers start really early because they get there before the students, they leave after the students. But lunch, what are some options? Because I don't know anything about school lunch today. I don't know anything about school lunch today. So what are some options that, let's say they are on a regimen that we believe in, like, eating breakfast, snacking, eating lunch, snacking, eating dinner. What are some things that they can take with them to the school that will help them stay on a regimen, keep the weight down, and also help them with their energy during school?
Right. So I would say making sure you eat the right food. So, eating stuff with plenty of protein, healthy fat. You want your fiber in there. You're gonna have some good healthy carbs and sugars, but you don't want too many because sugar is gonna make you more tired. So those are the things that you're looking for. So chicken salad, for example, is one of my favorite go-tos. I put boiled eggs in there. You can always supplement some of the mayo with Greek yogurt so you still get the sour taste.
Chicken salad over turkey salad. Because turkey salad will do what?
Make you sleepy. Yeah.
Turkey would make you sleepy, right?
Turkey make you sleepy. So doing that chicken salad, so keeping that rotisserie chicken, that's one of our go-tos every week.
Yeah.
We pretty much buy rotisserie chicken, and we know if we are getting home late, we still have some chicken in there that we could easily heat up. And I usually keep stuff for a salad here and something that we can pull out of the freezer as far as a vegetable.
So what would be your snack that you would recommend between breakfast and lunch?
I would say for some of our teachers, it may have to be something like a shake. So there needs to be something with plenty of protein, just because they're not going to have time possibly to sit down and actually eat a meal. So if they have that breakfast, that could be a shake, or eggs and bacon, eggs and turkey bacon, an omelet, chicken from the night before, something with healthy protein. And then 2 to 3 hours later, their next thing can be a protein shake because they may not get their lunch until much later. So making sure you're getting that protein in is key. And then making sure you have those things that you can grab that will keep you, on task for your calories, and making sure you get plenty of protein and healthy fiber in.
But I was about to say, some of these schools are underfinanced, so they may not have a ready access to a refrigerator for a shake. So
I think most of the schools have refrigerators and microwaves, even in the cafeterias.
But sometimes they can't get there. So what would be the room, the little Ziploc bag thing they could have in the room?
A sandwich, they can
have snack. I'm talking about a snack.
Nuts, fruit. They could easily do nuts, fruit, a bar, like a protein bar. They could do turkey and cheese. They can do the turkey and cheese and nuts, like how they have not the Lunchables, but the kind of higher quality meat with some nuts and cheese. Those are easy.
Stay away from the processed stuff.
Stay away from the process. And then, you can bring your shake. You can put your shake in the freezer the night before, and then you can still have it for that.
Still be cold.
It'll still be cold.
Unless you like drinking them warm.
Unless you don't. Yeah, I don't mind them room temperature. And then making sure you have your water bottle. So a permanent
That was the
water
next thing.
bottle, you know, it doesn't have to be a Stanley necessary,
Mhm.
but I do like the water bottles with the straw because I find that you drink more water with the water bottles with the straw.
Good deal.
So just keeping that water bottle with you as well.
So you can get the 100 ounces of water a day.
Yep.
Yep.
Or half your weight in ounces of
Stay
water.
away from the Coca-Colas, because
Yes.
Coca-Cola really does, it gives you energy for a short period of time.
Right.
Then it tanks you.
Because of the sugar.
Because of the sugar.
Yep. And
Yep.
it's
and it's not real sugar.
Yeah, it's some
Yeah.
fructose corn syrup or something.
Right, corn syrup, right.
So that's one way to prepare, having your snacks, having your nuts, having those healthy things that you can eat, trying to eat as much whole food as possible and as little processed food as possible. And meal prepping on the weekends works great. We try to do it when we can. We didn't do well this weekend, but we know that it's planned out that Joseph's going to probably cook a meal tomorrow and I'll probably cook a meal on Tuesday so that we have plenty to eat during the week. And we still have that rotisserie chicken. That'll be my meal. I'm doing some chicken salad tomorrow. But yeah, so just coming up with some things that are healthy, that taste good, that are easy. You can be creative. There's so many like people that you can follow here with like great healthy recipes that are pretty quick. One of our other go-tos, like even during the week, is something like tacos, where you can do chicken tacos and you can do beef tacos or turkey tacos, and you can have all the different fixings. You can make it a salad. A lot of the sauce and stuff like that doesn't have a lot of calories, so you can still have some really good food. And it can still taste good, and it can be something that you can easily reheat and prepare so that you're eating food from the house and not food from restaurants and fast food. You have more control over what you're putting in your mouth.
Right. So tonight we're talking about balanced work and personal life strategies for educators to avoid burnout. And let's take a quick pivot real quick. Because we talked about getting some rest.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about drinking your water,
Mm-hmm.
talking about eating breakfast, snacking
Going
every 2 or 3
doctor.
hours, going to the doctor. Make sure you make your appointments. In the summertime, it might be the time when you have to load up and on your doctor's appointments and stuff. Making sure that you're doing your preventive maintenance for you. Exercising regularly.
Avoiding sugar.
So we talked about all the physical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What about the mental stuff?
Very good.
Yeah.
So you know me, I thoroughly believe in having a therapist at all times. So I always see my therapist on a regular basis when I'm really going through it. Every 1 to 2 weeks, and you know, when I'm what I consider my normal, probably once a month or once every 3 weeks.
But you don't even have to be going through a whole bunch of stuff to see a therapist.
No,
sometimes
you don't.
It's just good to check in and make sure your mental stability is good.
And even when I feel like I'm doing good and it's a good time in my life and I don't have a lot of stress, I still see my therapist at least that once a month, because it's stuff that always comes up, but it's a good way to relieve stress. Meditation is key. So a lot of times after I finish my workout first thing in the morning, I schedule my workout as a part of my day, but I make sure I take the time to stretch and do my meditation before I get my day started. And I've learned if I start getting stressed out to just go in the room, do my deep breathing, breathe in 8 seconds, hold 8 seconds, and breathe out 8 seconds. I do something as simple as that 4 to 5 times a day. So I do think, you know, and stress reduction activities. So instead of it being something negative, like having to have a drink, it can be something more healthy, like going for a walk or, you know, getting in your tub and taking a hot bath. That's like one of my new things. Listening to fiction books that don't have anything to do with learning how to make money or learning how to do your profession better, but just something that just completely relaxes your mind, whether it's a game that you're playing on your phone to kind of just get your mind away from all the stuff. So finding things that you really enjoy that can bring about positive energy, but that don't require you to work and try to use your mind, but making sure you take the time to take care of yourself and have those times that people cannot interrupt, and make sure you're doing some of the things that you enjoy doing for yourself.
Right. And we know that's hard because you're getting up early to be at the school. You're spending 8 to 9 hours with our children.
Going home, grading papers.
Go home, you grading papers. Then you possibly, you know, have your own family too.
Right.
So you have to schedule that time to have that meditation or have that workout or have them both at the same time. And the therapist. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could not be a teacher. That is a job that I could not do. I could
Not
not be
do
an
well,
educator.
right.
And I mean, if I had to do it, I would, and I probably
Right.
could do it
But
as
people
well as I
are
possible.
talented and
But
gifted
yeah,
at that.
there's
That's
some
just
people
not
that
your
just
gift.
that,
Right.
yeah, that's not my gift, and I don't think I could deal with other people's children like that. You
Mhm.
know, so my hats goes off to you on that. That being said, we talked about eating, sleeping, working out, snacking, going to the doctor, and meditation. Okay,
Decreasing sugar and salt in your
decreasing your sugar,
diet.
salt in your diet, especially during the day, because that can make you dehydrated.
Monitor your caffeine, so
Yep.
avoiding energy drinks and all of those things.
Especially a lot of these energy drinks have the things that they're saying. A lot of these energy drinks have the things that they say is causing cancer. Even the ones that they say is all natural, you have to read the label and make sure that this thing is this giving you this temporary high, you know, is not also hurting something else.
Right.
You know. So now we talked about all that. So let's say, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. All the things we just said, we're already doing that. Me, Bella, we don't need to know that because we're doing that. We're healthy. You know, I go in the gym at school and work out, but at 2:00, I'm tired. I'm fatigued. You know what I'm saying? I'm working out, but I'm not really seeing I'm seeing some results, but I'm most definitely not seeing the results, you know.
Not sleeping.
I'm not sleeping properly. Even though I'm trying to do all those things that you're saying you're doing, I'm still not trying to do all those things. That being said, what's some of the things you probably should do then?
Right. So first of all, you know, get an appointment with the doctor. Make sure your blood pressure is good. Let them check some lab work. Ladies, it could be that you're bleeding heavily, so you're more anemic, so you're more tired. Getting your levels checked, like your vitamin D and your B12, your thyroid levels. A lot of times when people are experiencing severe fatigue, cold intolerance, muscle aches, hair shedding and thinning, that's thyroid. And then, you know, also hormones. So making sure your hormones are balanced. When ladies are in their 30s and over and men are in their 40s and over, a lot of times they can have a significant decline in their testosterone, which can cause fatigue and problems with sleep and decreased desire for intimacy, decreased enjoyment, night sweats, joint pain, belly fat, mood changes, mind fog, fatigue. All of those things are caused by low testosterone. And then as we continue to age, ladies, the estrogen declines as well. And that's when a lot of women would notice the hot flashes during the day, the hair thinning and the skin feeling more thin and dry, vaginal dryness, pain with intercourse, changes in urination, leakage of urine, going more frequently, you know, all the things that come with age. So getting your hormones checked, getting your hormones safely balanced with plant-based bioidentical hormone therapy. Everybody can't take progesterone and estrogen, but it is safe for everybody to take testosterone if done by a specialist and you're monitored closely with your numbers and your symptoms. It is going to improve your health to replace your testosterone.
So educators, if your room and you control your air and your room feel like Antarctica, and your kids got to wear sweatshirts and it's 95 degrees outside.
They got on long johns in the summer.
Right. You probably need to get your hormones checked, or go ahead and get your labs done. Because the hot flashes during the day, you know, happening in the summertime, we get it, but it's when you get into these cool environments and you're still having those hot flashes, that's when you need to pay attention. Pay attention to what's happening with your body and go see somebody. Do not accept you're getting old.
Right. Or this is just normal as you age and mature. No.
Don't accept it.
These may be symptoms that happen to a lot of people as they age and mature, but there are things that we can do. We have plant-based bioidentical hormones. Our favorite thing is the pellet. That's our favorite way to, you know, give the medication. But there's also a cream form for people who may not be able to invest in the pellets, where you get great value. But, you know, times are difficult for a lot of people, but you still can feel better, whether it's with the pellet or with the cream. And going to the doctor, letting them know what's going on, getting a good thorough exam, getting those labs drawn, and then finding options that you feel comfortable with to help improve your quality of life and all those symptoms that we may get as we age.
Because the goal would not be to you know, and again, we're talking about balanced work life and personal life strategies for educators.
And
To
all of
avoid
us
and all of us to avoid burnout. But we,
Mhm.
you know, the educators going back to school, so we
Mhm.
want to make sure that you guys are taken care of. But we don't want you to work 60 hours during the week and then have to rest all weekend
Right.
because you don't have the energy. And I get it. I mean, y'all put in good. You're working with
And
our
mentally,
children.
you know, not
Yeah,
just the
mentally.
physical part, but the mental and
But we want you to be
emotional.
able to leave on Friday evening and come back on Sunday night and still have enough energy to work like everybody else work Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
So we talked about all the things, starting your day, how to start your day, get good rest, eating breakfast, snacking, decent lunch. Not eating lunches that's going to drain your energy.
And not eating breakfast will make you gain weight.
Yeah, not eating breakfast that's not going to give you. You're not going to have the energy.
Mhm.
Then you're going to gain weight too because your body's going to go the opposite direction you want it to go. And then being fatigued in the afternoon, usually around 2 or 3 o'clock, which
So
you
that's
guys
a
might think that's
sleep
okay
study,
because school's
lab
about to get
work.
out, but that's not okay because 3 o'clock, we still have a whole day to
You got
go.
your whole family to go
Right.
take care of.
We
now.
still have some people we have
Yeah.
to pay attention to even at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the evening. So that being said, because some of you are coaches and band
Yeah, all
leaders
the
and
after
stuff like that.
school
All
and
the
your
us,
kids involved
yeah,
in 1,000 things. You're taking care of parents
Yeah.
as well.
right.
So, you know,
Caregivers,
don't forget
yeah.
about supplements as well, because as we know, food
That's
is
a-
different.
Right.
So we're not getting all the nutrition we need from our food, but we do have a wonderful supplement line called Ageless Balance from Dr. Mia. And that supplement line is made by naturopathic doctors. The company has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of the supplements are vegan. They don't have the fillers. They are tested and approved, and they have what they say that they have in them. So the tests are run, and they're great supplements, but a lot of times you just have to supplement because we may fix your hormones and your thyroid levels may be somewhat normal, but on the lower end, well, there's a supplement that we can do called that's a thyroid supplement that can help somebody who may not need the medication, but help them to feel better as far as energy. We have something for testosterone, something for hormones, something for weight management, something just for your immune system, since it's becoming that time of year too, teachers. So making sure you're taking your vitamin C and your vitamin A and your zinc.
Yes.
And your elderberry
Berry.
and your vitamin D3, and getting those vitamin D3 levels checked so that if they're low, you are replacing it to help build your immune system. So I think the supplements, along with eating the healthy diet, along with the exercise, along with seeing your doctor, and then knowing that as you're in that midpoint in life where your hormones are starting to change, you're really starting to feel like you're aging from the aches and the pains and the frustration and the irritability, get your hormones checked. Get your hormones balanced so that you can live your best life and continue to give as much as you have already given to our education system, which is the future of America. So we appreciate all that you invest and all the time and the love that you give to our kids. And we want to make sure that you have everything you need to go and continue to do that difficult job that not many people can do, but we appreciate y'all for doing it. So
right,
don't forget, let me say August 20th. While I remember.
Yeah. August 20th.
We are doing a webinar or a masterclass
for educators,
and adolescents.
And
so we'll be talking about adolescents from the start of the cycle all the way till we get to the time of fertility, and we will also hit on some things that our educators experience as well. So it'll go from adolescence all the way through womanhood, and we'll be talking about all the healthy things so we can have a great school year. I'll be there to answer questions for the girls, so make sure you invite your daughters, your nieces, and all the people so that we can live well, age well for this school year, and everybody can have an amazing school year.
All right, so you skipped over something.
What?
I was trying to get you in before you went through all that, but you talked about the supplements, elderberry, and I just wanted to elderberry, vitamins A,
vitamin D,
zinc,
and and then it's one more.
I'm gonna throw this in there because people don't mention this.
You said vitamin C, didn't you?
Ginger and turmeric.
Yeah. So
that is part of our daily regimen.
Yeah.
Ginger and turmeric, because you're dealing with little germs running around there. Okay. And COVID is still alive.
Yeah.
You know,
And the
so
flu.
and the flu
And pneumonia.
and pneumonia.
Mhm.
So you know, the elderberry, A, C, zinc, D.
And then we have some specific ones. So for my people who have like asthma or lung stuff,
Right.
I have them on olive leaf. And then we have one that's for immune health specifically.
And then ginger and turmeric.
Yep. And you can juice your ginger and turmeric.
that's what we
You
do.
can
We
just
take a
put it in
shot.
the juicer. You can
Yeah.
add some coconut water to it and some lime juice, and you can use it as a shot. You can make hot tea out of it. You can add it to your hot tea. You can make a aid out of it. Joseph will sometimes put a little bit of the agave in
Just a
that
little
ginger mix.
Yeah,
and
because
then
ginger is
some ice.
strong. Ginger is a
Mhm.
spicy. I mean, if you're just not going to shoot,
Yeah.
you know, that we take a shot or we put it in our tea.
Mhm.
And our tea usually will have elderberry and everything we told you in the tea.
Because
But
we use reality.
yes. So again, we're talking about balanced work and personal life strategies for educators. And again, we're having a webinar on August 20th at 7:00, where we'll be talking to adolescents, talking about contraceptives and growing up as an adolescent to womanhood, and also talking to the educators and cover some of the same things we just covered tonight. Please join us. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your uncles, tell everybody, especially your educators. And it's not just for females, it's for everybody.
Yeah, we love our male educators too.
Yeah, right. The male educators as well.
And we have specials going on specifically for our educators that nobody else will get. So we do have some little spring specials, but we have some specials for our educators to show you how much we appreciate all that y'all give.
All right. And there was one other thing I wanted to cover, but I think we covered everything.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Catch us. We'll be doing a few Facebook Lives so we can continue to spread the word on how to live well, age well, and experience everlasting intimacy. Joseph, you have a tip for the week? Health tip for the week?
For the educators?
Uh-huh.
I got a stupid one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's stupid. Don't smack a kid.
Take deep breaths. Practice your breathing. Woosah. Deep breaths. Meditation. Calm.
But don't smack a kid. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's not 1983.
You can't do that no more.
Nah, I got smacked. Yeah, I had Miss Love, and she had I went to Edward A. McDowell, and she had a yardstick called Charlie. And if you had some drama with Miss Love, you and Charlie had a conversation. Can't do that today, so don't do that.
No mas. No. Well, y'all make sure you register. We'll see you on August 20th. Y'all have a great school year. Bye.